Hi there, I'm Sophie. Just your typical high school girl. I work as a waitress at the local diner after class to make some extra money. In a small town where nothing ever really happens. At least it was until Mason walked in. Hi there, what can I get for you today?
Hello, what would you recommend?
Well, the blueberry pancakes are a fan favorite. Though if I'm being honest, I secretly love the pineapple pancakes. Everyone thinks that sounds disgusting though, so that's my little secret.
Your little secret, huh? Well, I've never tried that, so I'll give it a go.
Really? Well, you're the first person who's taken me up on it. Don't say I didn't warn you. I came back with a plate of warm pineapple pancakes. But what was even warmer was my cheeks when I saw Mason smiling sweetly at me with his food.
Well, there's a first time for everything. Huh. Wait, that's quite interesting.
I sat down and continued chatting with Mason for what felt like hours. We really vibed on so many intellectual ideas. And by the end of the night, I felt like we had grown so close. He got up to leave, but right before leaving the door, he turned his head back.
Hey, diner girl. I'd love to see you again sometime.
Then he just left. Oh my gosh, my heart was beating so fast. I saw him again the next day, and then the next. And pretty soon he asked me to be his girlfriend. We were always really busy, with me at school and him working at the grocery store in the next town during the day, so we could only see each other at dinner and afterwards. But I was grateful that I could have someone to go to after a hectic day. One day though, I decided that I wanted to surprise him. I went to the grocery store to bring him some cookies. But when I got there, he was nowhere to be seen. Hi sir, do you know if Mason is here?
Huh?
Mason, the tall boy with brown hair who works here every day?
Sorry, ma'am, there is no one remotely close to that, unless you're referring to His Highness.
The man pulled out a magazine and Mason's face was on it. But next to his face said, Prince Mason? Mason, have you been lying to me this whole time? I visited the grocery store you said you worked at.
Sophie, there's something I need to tell you.
What is it, Mason? You're worrying me.
It's something I should have told you long ago, but...
What is it?
I'm a prince, Sophie.
What?
I'm sorry I come here because it's somewhere where no one knows me, but
Is that why you never talk about your family?
Yes, I didn't want my history to cast a shadow over our love. How do you feel about it, my love?
It's okay, it won't change my deep love for you.
I guess I can finally show you all the fun things, my princess. Would you come visit my home this weekend?
I couldn't believe it. My love story became a real-life fairy tale.
My dear family, I wish to introduce my beloved Sophie as my companion in this journey.
Mason's family was so kind, and nothing like the strict kings and queens I read about in books. It felt surreal that I was now being accepted as a future princess. Throughout the night, we celebrated with the finest feast, dance, and music. I stayed at the castle for the next few weeks so I could do my princess training. I was suddenly thrust into a world of grandeur and opulence. I was taught everything about fashion and beauty. I even got a personal stylist to make me a dress and do my hair and makeup. Every night was some sort of grand celebration or extravagant parties. But soon I began to miss my school life. Sure, learning about all this princess stuff was fun, but it didn't make my brain light up with excitement the way some of my classes did. Mason, I don't feel too well.
What's wrong, princess?
I don't know, I feel like all this is great, but I'm not learning anything that really feels important to me. I feel like I'm not progressing towards anything. We suddenly heard a loud shout from the windows. It turns out that there was a protest going on outside of the kingdom. We ran outside to see what was happening. Turns out that the people were unhappy about the economic inequality in the kingdom. While Mason and his family enjoyed every day, there were people who couldn't even put food on the table. I saw the king and queen nervously try to calm down the people. And I was suddenly reminded of a scene from my economics textbook where they talked about a similar scenario from history. I ran to the king and queen. Hi, I know that you guys are going through a lot right now, but I think I know something that can help. Thus began our week-long marathon of heated debates, countless coffee cups, and sleepless nights spent buried under financial records. I studied all of the documents and used new technology to analyze it. I put together a presentation of how the kingdom could help distribute wealth. And at the end of the week, the king made a speech about their new economic policy, and the people rejoiced. Mason had this look of gratitude and love when he saw me after the incident.
Sophie, you were with us, even when the whole world was against us.
Aw, Mason, of course I will continue to support you. That was the moment I knew. I was in love with a prince who not only valued my beauty, but also my intelligence. From that day on, I continued helping out the kingdom, but I was also given freedom to return to my classes and work out a solution with my teachers. As the days turned into weeks that turned into months, I learned a priceless lesson. Your status does not define you, your actions do. Despite being a prince, Mason was still the loving, caring boy I'd fallen in love with. To all the girls out there, remember, you are not damsel in distress waiting to be rescued. You are warriors. Find your own path. Create your own destiny. As for me, I've got a kingdom to rule alongside my Prince Charming. Goodbye, everyone, until the next time our paths cross.